Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year, or hopefully New Year coming. Hopefully I will have this up already by New Year. Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. Today is actually Christmas Eve and I wanted to film this because we are leaving for Tahoe the day after Christmas, so I want to make sure that I get this up before we leave. This look was inspired by Alyssa Marie. I've referenced her before in some of my videos. She's an amazing artist. I will link her Instagram below. She does really cool looks like this with like really heavy, she does them amazingly. I know this is not considered very wearable for a lot of people, but you can always tweak it to how you like. I did extend this line on the inside here. I didn't originally have that, but I thought it made it a little more interesting since I do have a lot of depth on this inside corner piece. You can see I brought in this orange really far and kind of swirled it up into my eyebrows and brought a direct straight line across. I did add some eyeshadow to these liquid lipsticks that I have on my lips. Just find it interesting. You guys know I love some of these like more wearable looks, but there are 8 trillion tutorials for those. You don't need one more from me doing the same looks that everybody else is doing, because why? I mean, there's only so many techniques you can do unless you start flipping it around and like drawing extra eyes on your face or something. I don't know. Like, even if this exact application technique is too much for you, at least the color combination could draw some inspiration from you if you wanted to just keep it a little more safe. Since I have to wear safe makeup every day at work and what I consider to be pretty plain Jane boring, I like to really experiment and do what I like with my eyes at night. One thing I will admit that I know I have an advantage is that I do live in a very big city. I could literally walk down the street butt naked with my hair on fire and no one would look at me twice. I definitely have a lot more freedom to express myself, but I always really have, because I don't really care if anybody likes me. Like, I don't care. I've been experimenting more and more with putting more depth on this inside corner and kind of leaving it lighter on this outside corner. It kind of draws that attention and depth right into the inside. And since, believe it or not, I do have eyes that are set a little further apart than most, I can do that. If you have eyes really close together and it's something that you're self-conscious about, you might want to skip this step, because darker colors on the inside are going to move your eyes closer together. Just a little tip. Okay, so I have my base done. I'm starting with one eye done, so it doesn't take so long. You have foundation down. I've color corrected, highlighted. I used my MAC Face and Body today, and I always am reminded how much I love it when I put it on, just because it's not really thick and it's not sticking to anything on my face, so it looks a lot more natural up close. As always, guys, I'm going to leave in the screen what I'm talking about so you can follow along in case I forget to say it, because sometimes I'm explaining something and I miss it. So first I'm going to prep my eyes with my Benefit Air Patrol. I actually really do like this. Granted, the little rubber tip is nice, but it's really gimmicky. I don't find it's easy to use it to rub in. Normally I like to start with my eyebrows done first, but since we're going to swirl this color up in here, we're going to do them afterwards so I don't get eyebrow stuff all over my face. The first eyeshadow I'm going to go in with is this one by Makeup Forever. This is the I-340. I'm going to pick that up on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this as lightly. I want it to come up right over here, as you can see, just ever so slightly. So just basically lay it down here. This eye look is going to come up high onto where my eyebrows are, and again, we're working with putting more depth on this inside piece and then kind of letting it go out this direction. My ear is still kind of red. Keegan got me this, one of the other earrings I wanted for Christmas. It just came here this morning actually, and so he gave it to me early, so I got to put it on. That was a really nice surprise. Now I just need to replace this one with that flower I want. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe M514 brush I like and some MAC Orange right here. Pick up a decent amount of that. And I'm going to basically lay this right below that green color that we just put. And remember, it is going high up. And I'm going to swirl it around on that brush. Focus this right here, like right under the mass of your eyebrows in this front part. And just swirl around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but get that up into the eyebrows. You want a brush that's structured, so likely a goat hair, unless you like all synthetic brushes. You want something that's structured like this goat hair that is small. So it's going to really help disperse that product around. It is scratchy again, but I did order some new Hakuhodo brushes that actually were set to be here today. But it's Christmas Eve, so I'm sure they're really backed up with packages and stuff. It'll likely be here the day after Christmas. I basically want to take this line and, like if I were to draw it straight across, don't follow the contour of your eye, just draw it like straight across like this. See how you can still see that green coming up? Then make sure you really work this in down here as well. Also, what I like to do is take a pencil brush with that orange color, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I follow my eyebrow down right here and kind of draw a little line so it just matches up with the other side. I mean, kind of like to where the point of the inside of your eye comes. See that? Pick up a little more orange and make sure you really get that in the whole corner. And now we're gonna go over, I know this looks really weird, but it's different, right? When I did my Makeup Geek sparkler order, I ordered this little mini brush that I thought looked cute. This is the Defined Crease brush, which is nice and tiny too. It's good for hooded eyes. So what I'm going to do is pick up some of this MAC Cranberry, which is this shade right here in the middle, on that Makeup Geek Defined Crease brush, and I'm gonna apply this. I'm gonna do that halo technique. So I'm gonna go basically right over the white part of my eye right here on my lid, and then right over the white part over there of my lid. I'm gonna leave blank over where my retina is. Or like my eyeball, however you wanna think of it. And just work it back and forth in that crease. And go back on with your more structured brush and blend that some more. My favorite pigment of life is this OCC Rust. I'm gonna pick some of that up. This is the pure pigment, not the blended one, so these can be a little more tricky to work with since they are so pigmented. Pick that up on a pencil brush, knock that off, and I'm going to follow this around right above where my crease is because I have hooded eyes. But basically we want to add some depth here. And then draw that straight line out. You can just kind of sketch around here because they're going to go and blur that out. So you can take that and kind of swirl it right here too, like make a little dot. Remember, we want all of the focus to be on that inside piece. I take my MAC 224 right now, and then I'm just going to lightly, with no product on this brush, I'm just gonna go through and continue to blend this. I'm gonna go back in with that same Makeup Forever green, and I'm gonna use it on my MAC 224 and just go over this tail end right here, because that's really where I want that like mustardy greenish color to come from. You guys saw on Instagram I got that Sigma brush tower, and when I did, this was my free gift, I got the E47 shader crease brush. It's just really tiny, which I thought was kind of cool to do this. I'm going to pick up this MAC Carbon, and basically what I want to do again is see right in here how I added a little depth. I'm going to take that black, any little mini brush, and kind of just focus it in up on that crease and right in those corners. I just basically wanted the black over that color will help deepen it without turning it into a completely different color. And then just work it back and forth until it's blended nice. Doesn't need to be perfectly done because it is somewhat of a grungy look. Now I'm going to go in with some Too Faced glitter glue. I'm gonna put a dollop on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my ring finger and focus this in over your eyeball that we left blank. Just tap it on there. Now I'm gonna use a flat shader brush. Normally I'd use my MAC 242, but since it's glitter, I don't like putting glitter on my normal brushes because then I find it forever. It never goes away. I'm gonna pick up some of my MAC's mixing medium that I've been loving. I'm gonna put that in the back of my hand, touch it in there, and then I'm going to use one of these new Makeup Geek sparklers. These are beautiful, but oh my god, the way they sent these suck. Like, as soon as you open it, There's glitter all over the outside, so when you open it, and I tried to tap it down and it still was just everywhere. I did get this awesome email from them, which I'll show you guys. I'm sure everyone did, saying that they're sorry for the hassle. These have horrible fallout as well, but it's glitter. That's to be expected. That's not abnormal. I don't know. I have to say, you guys know I'm an affiliate with Makeup Geek. Not that they send me anything. I bought these. I buy all my own stuff. I do get links. I was their customer service is awesome, but I was really disappointed on those duochrome pigments I got. All my jars came, almost all of them cracked, and although they said they'd send me new containers, they never did, which I was like, oh, okay, well, that kind of sucks. I guess I should have followed up, but I didn't. This is Asteroid by the Sparklers for Makeup Geek. I'm just gonna put that on the middle of the eyelid like that. It would be smart if you don't do your under eyes first, but I told you guys I can never tell if I like a makeup look until I'm completely done, so I tend to go through and do it. I did get this email saying that they were going to refund everybody like $2 of pigment that you purchased for the inconvenience, because they don't come with sifters in there and they're just a mess. It's just a mess as soon as you open them. So maybe once you use them all, you just really should store them upright. If you store them sideways or leaning around, they're gonna dump everywhere. I've noticed it since they got these new packaging, that all of these things have just been like really kind of cheaply half-ass packed. We'll do a whole review on those because you guys have asked me. This is the first one I've used. I just got them yesterday, and I think it was yesterday, and I just opened them up. Now that this top piece is kind of done, I still have to highlight, but I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dipbrow pomade. I actually took it in taupe and medium brown, and I mixed both of them up with a spatula and put them back in with this because I like the color of that better. My Wing Gloss number 22 brush and just run that through. It really helps with the pomades to soften. I'm going to take my Gimme Brow by Benefit. You can use any brow gel. My MAC Blanc type with my Wing Gloss 17 brush. Just this little sliver of eyebrow skin we still have showing up there. I'm going to curl my eyelashes on this side. Try to keep it away from the glitter. I'm going to take my Makeup Geek Gel Immortal liner. Just like I always do on my Japanese brush and tight line. Now to do the under eyes, I'm going to pick up this small brush number 5 by Wing Gloss and some more of that Max Cranberry, and I'm going to run this underneath my lash line. Now work it back and forth and really try to smoke it down a little. So just go back and forth over the area. I'm going to pick up some more of my MAC's Mixing Medium on the back of my hand. MAC 228 brush, which is really tiny. I'm going to pick up some of this Goldilocks pigment by Sugar Pill. Dip my brush in that mixing medium, pick a little up of what's in the lid there, and I'm going to focus this on this inner corner to highlight it. Since we have a glittery... since we have glitter on the lid, here we're just gonna do something that is still metallic but not glittery. Now I originally had it like this, but I thought it would just be fun to take down the cranberry a little bit just to kind of give it that like slanted poke. So what I did is I just took cranberry on that same brush we used on the lash line, and I brought it down from where we highlighted on that point. Kind of make it go in a little. You guys have seen my videos before where I leave the warning of using anything that contains carmine on your eyes, so I'll leave it again below. This isn't its recommended use. I have no sensitivity to it, so I'm okay, so try it for yourself. This is MAC's Currant Lip Liner. I'm going to use as my waterline liner on this inside piece. You guys gave me a bunch of recommendations for mascara. I picked up this L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, which actually I really like. I do have to say I'm a fan more so of smaller brushes like this, because since I have small hooded eyes, it's like if the brush is gigantic, I get it all over my face. And at the end of the day, I realize it's completely ridiculous for me to spend $34, $40 on a mascara. Since I wear fake lashes every day, it's like, what the heck does it matter what it does? It just needs to darken my eyelashes. This is really good for lengthening, I find. As always, I'm reusing eyelashes because otherwise I'd be eyelash poor because I wear eyelashes every day. These are the Cocoa Goddess lashes I've been wearing a lot. I just had my glue sitting on them for about 45 seconds. While the glue on that is drying before I go over the band, I'm going to pick up some of my Celebration Foundation and Illumination and neutralize out my nose. Since this is for a New Year's Eve look, I'd like to kick my highlighter up more so than usual. I'm going to use this Shimmering Skin foundation in silver from Krylon. You can use any liquid illuminator you want, and I'm gonna hit this on the top of my cheekbones. Kind of do it in a little bit of like a C. I think before I was kind of contouring and highlighting in such harsh straight lines that I'm trying to soften it up a little more, give it a little more of like a feminine appearance, kind of hook it around. I'm gonna put that on first. I like to put this on over foundation. I'm gonna pick up my trusty Wayne Goss number 15 brush. Then I'm going to do my favorite highlight combo. I'm going to mix Becca's Champagne Pop and Pearl together. I'm gonna dust this on the top of my cheekbones. I'm gonna take my Max Fix Plus. I've decided I want a little more orange. I'm gonna pick up this, the Max Orange, and I'm just going to use that to kind of smoke out this bottom line a little. I still want it to be that cranberry, but I just want a little orange down here, kind of smoke it out a little more. Swatch some lipsticks to see what I would like to go with this. I'm going to go on with this Wolfsbane by Makeup Monsters. I'm going to take my MAC Stone lip liner and line my lips. And now I'm going to fill in my lips with this Wolfsbane. And I'm gonna kind of leave like a little empty spot on the inside. Let's see. See how we left that little empty spot? I'm gonna go on with my Lime Crime Cashmere. Now actually gonna pick up some of that cranberry color again, and I'm gonna dust this over where I just put that on the inside of my lips. There we go. I think that that's a really cool finish on that. Now, finishing step, I like to take my Holiday brush by Wayne Goss and just kind of go over everything so it all melts in. One last finishing step, I'm going to take my liquid liner and just go over the top of that band to make sure that it blends in. And there we go, guys. This is the finished look. I know it could be like a little too much for a lot of people. There are 8 million channels out there that have beautiful, beautiful, colorful smoky eyes, glitter smoky eyes. I'll direct you below if you've never watched Patrick Starr. He just released 2 drop-dead gorgeous eye looks using these new Makeup Geek sparklers. I mean, I couldn't have done it any better than he did on those. So I will link those below if you're looking for a more wearable look. This is something that I definitely wear. I feel like because the eyes are so busy that this is something I'd wear like a little black dress with, or a plain colored dress, so I wasn't like too busy all going on at once. Very minimal jewelry. I would likely not wear any necklaces or anything either, just kind of like this. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time, and have a happy and safe New Year. Bye.